Hello, and welcome to Triggered Care. If I seem a bit, annoyed, irritated, frustrated, angry, no doubt you can guess that it has to do with the recent shooting of Daunte Wright in Minneapolis, less than a year after George Floyd's death. And while that trial is going on, and all of us are holding our breath, hoping that his murderer doesn't get off scot-free. And here we are again. Here we are again. And the most frustrating thing is, the conversations we are having they're going in circles. Just the same horrible circle over and over and over again, with leftists protesting, saying this isn't right, this needs to be addressed, that African Americans are being killed indiscriminately. And you have the right side of the spectrum defending the police's actions and saying, well, if he would have just complied, then he wouldn't have been dead. Okay, let's break this down, shall we? Let's make believe a different circumstance, but with the same key components. Let's say, for whatever reason, it started becoming a trend that police officers were just shooting people named Beth. For whatever reason. They just had it out for everybody named Beth, right? They were shooting Beths in their cars and in their beds, and while they play with a toy, they are shooting Beths all over the place, to the point where it's super noticeable that, for whatever reason, if you're named Beth, the police have it out for you. Now, if you're named Beth and you're driving down the road and you're pulled over by the police after years and years and years of seeing woman named Beth killed by police, you better bet that you are going to be scared. You are going to be terrified. You will no longer have control over your body, because your survival brain will turn on. It will piece those danger factors together and be like, damn, they've been killing people named Beth for a long time, and for some reason have like a grudge against us and think that we're suspicious. So when the cop comes up to your window, your brain is going to be like, he's going to shoot me. He's going to shoot me. I know from all the other Beths that have come before this that he will shoot me. That makes sense. To notice a pattern like that and to react accordingly. Now, obviously, this is very obviously a story about the African American experience in America. They have been getting killed indiscriminately, not only in traffic violations, but in their bedrooms, out and about while playing with toys, being mentally ill, whatever the experience of whatever that black person's doing, they've been shot and killed for it repeatedly. And we have seen it in the news repeatedly, which is why we need protests to stop that from happening, because that's fucked up. And if you are on the side of being like, that's not fucked up, he should... You've stopped using your higher thinking brain, and you are just going off of based emotions that are dictated by propaganda that's been used against us for a long time. For a very long time. Now, if you don't understand that you've been a victim of propaganda and its messages, please read a history book. Read any literature about Nazi propaganda back in the 20s and 30s. Read anything that can open your mind to what propaganda looks like. It's very simple messaging. Hey, it's this group's fault that your life sucks. It's this group's fault that this country isn't great. That's exactly what the Nazi Party did to Jewish people, to LGBTQ people, to any minority group, to neurodivergent people. It shouldn't be illegal to be a skin color. It shouldn't be illegal to have mental illness. It shouldn't be illegal to exist. But in this country, it is. It's illegal to be a migrant and a refugee. It's illegal to be a black man driving a car, apparently. It's illegal for Asians to just live in peace. The disparity of treatment for minorities compared to white neurotypical people, which it says a lot if all the neurotypical people are being brainwashed by the most blatant propaganda out there. Maybe neurotypical isn't so good then. If it inhibits your ability to critically think, that's not a great sign. So, to wrap this up, I don't want to vent forever because I know that most of my viewers agree with me. And I got to try to relax. I got to try to center myself. And I just wanted to put this out there because I hope that people find it validating. My anger about this and the frustration of trying to communicate these what you would think is just very simple, logical points to a group of people who refuse to see logic. And, I just want to throw this out there and get my anger out because Daunte Wright deserves justice. He does. He shouldn't have been killed. He shouldn't have been pulled over. He shouldn't have even had to deal with any of this shit. And now he's dead. So, obviously, there needs to be social and political and everything changed. That needs to happen. So yes, I'm frustrated. And that's about where I'm at.